Hey guys, how's it going? I'm sure as you know, new Yu-Gi-Oh! Banlist just dropped. Super exciting. It's always like the thing that I love to map out when something like this happens is to see what like kind of new decks might be able to come into the format. And fortunately, one of my favorite rogue decks just got like really good support back, which is Unchained got Shavara back to 2, which that honestly, if you haven't played Unchained the last year, having Shavara at 2 is so big for the deck. Specifically, just because, like, aside from the fact that hard opening it and helping you dodge things like Valor Imperm is really good, but even more so, just like in your normal combo, a lot of the time with like Unchained stuff, with one Shavara, it's super easy, or rather, it's super awkward through just Unchained cards to make DDD Wave High King Kaisar, because a lot of the time you're using Shavara, whether you're playing like a tour guide variant and dumping it with Fiendish Rhino Warrior, or if you're just doing a typical combo where you go like a Ruha, pop a trap, summon Shavara, go into Yama, and then get a trap off of Shavara. The problem with a lot of that is you never have like a second Shavara in the deck to summon out, like with if you go like Shyama pop Sarama or Shyama pop a trap or anything like that. So it's always like super awkward to make rank sixes in the deck as currently constituted. You obviously could, like with the introduction of the Fiendsmith stuff, and a lot of the time you would make it either through that, or you would combine like an engraver with the Shyama, or you would like banish a Yama to summon a six back. Regardless, it was like super awkward, and it just made your entire turn a lot worse. So I'm really excited to give this a try going forward. So this is the deck list I have cooked up, that if I play this at locals this week, this is probably about what I'm going to do. Side deck is obviously like just going to be like format dependent. Although I do think things like Ryziel and Malice, at least pure versions, are going to be no longer like the top two decks, and you could argue they weren't anyway. I mean, I think what we saw at the YCS today when I'm recording, that like Mermail has been like secretly like the third or second best deck in the format this whole time. And Memento also, the only thing holding it back, I think, was stuff like Shifter. And if Malice, especially now that Shifter's at 1, they might not even be playing Shifter anymore. It might not be worth building the deck around it. And regardless, Malice itself is probably not going to see as much play, so I think things like Memento and Mermail are going to be super popular. That being said, Unchained is like a really crazy combo deck, and arguably this is full power Unchained, and if anything, this is an even stronger version of Unchained than when it was like arguably the best deck in the format, now that we have still incredibly full power Fiendsmith minus the Lacrima extra deck hit, but we've never really... I mean, I would say having the regular Lacrima is always better than the extra deck one, but that's immaterial. So yeah, this is like the list I have right now. 5 traps. I've always liked this ratio. 3 Aruha. If you play like a musket variant, oops, wrong one. This is a concept I cooked up also, and this is kind of like built around going second. And you use like the musket cards plus a smaller trap and a slightly smaller Unchained package, coupled with Fiendsmith stuff to just like go all gas, break boards with like Charmies, like Imperm, Raigeki, Thrust package. So it's kind of like a Tenpai almost. And I know some people were playing around with stuff like this even before Shavara came back, but it wasn't like consistently something that was like a threat. But I'd say the one that I'm excited to try out is this package. There's a decent amount of like space for hand traps in it. Like, as you can see, I'm playing 12 here, 3 Fuwalos for going seconds, obviously really good. Nib's just generically really good. Droll is a great going first and second card. And the cute thing about Unchained is a lot of people are really scared to play this deck because of the Charmies in the format, specifically Fuwalos. But you can Droll yourself in this deck really easily. If you think about it, normal combo, the only time you really need to search is with Yama, and even then, if you do like a typical like a Ruha play and Shavara is already in grave, you can just add the Shavara to hand from the graveyard as opposed to searching out an Aruha or Sarama or something from deck. So Droll is a defensive card also for going first. And then like a little thrust package. 2 thrust, 1 talent. Obviously thrust can set traps too, which you can pop, so it's a nice extender in that regard. And then yeah, talent's now limited to 1, and so now I'm gonna illogically fit it into every deck now that it's an easy package to play. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you some of the combos that you can do with this deck, because it's actually a lot of fun. So I would say the typical bread and butter combo with this deck is going to be Aruha plus Trap. Obviously, if you're playing something like Tour Guide, it's very similar. And I'll also show a 1-card Engraver combo. And obviously, like in a real game state, you're going to be interrupted. You might be playing around different stuff. But I just want to kind of show you like what this deck can do. And from there, knowing what it can do, you can like kind of figure out what combos are kind of right for you and map out things going forward. So anyway, we'll set Trap. We'll go Aruha effect, pop, Chamber. We'll go Chamber effect, Engrave, special summon out Sharvara. We're then going to link them both off for Yama. We'll go Sharvara effect, Engrave to set Escape, and then we'll chain Yama, or Yama will be chain link 1, chain link 2 will be Sharvara. So we'll set Escape, and then we will search out Sarama. And also for the purpose of this hand, we're just going to pretend that we have like a blank, so I'll just put Fuwalos in the hand. You'll see why later. We're then going to go Sarama. We'll go Sarama effect. I believe in this case, we're going to set Chamber and pop Escape. You can obviously go for different lines where you keep Escape and you just play around with this a little. But this is one combo that I kind of liked that I discovered. So we can bring out Shyama. We're then going to link off Sarama here without using its effect. And we are going to go right into Moon of the Closed Heaven to bridge into the Fiendsmith engine, which again is still incredibly at full power. We'll go Requiem effect here, attributing it off to summon out Lacrima. Lacrima effect is going to pitch Engraver. And this is all going to look very standard if you've been playing this deck. This is like kind of the typical like end on 3 major interruptions combo. But this one's got a little bit of a twist in it. We're going to summon out our Rage. We are then going to pop it with Shyama. New chain, we're going to banish Yama, triggering its effect, and we're also going to... Oops. Wrong card. Shyama's supposed to be back, and then we'll do Rage to add Engraver to hand. Here we are going to summon out the Rage with Yama. Here we're then going to pitch the Engraver to search Fiendsmith Tract. We're then going to activate Tract, add Larry, dump Larry, mandatory summon of Larry. All standard stuff. Let's see. Then we're here we're going to shuffle back Moon to special summon out Engraver. We are then going to link them off for Fiendsmith Sequence. We'll go effect here. We'll put everybody in back in deck aside from Lacrima, who can be used as follow-up if Sequence leaves the field. And then here we're going to link these two off and make a Baokyu, which is cool because it's like we've just got like two bodies that are doing nothing on the field. We're then going to activate her effect, banishing her. And unfortunately, we don't have Engraver Engrave, and we also can't summon out Sharvara with a bow. But what we can do, which is really fun, is we can bring back Sarama. And since we haven't used Sarama's special summon effect, we can just pop her with Shyama. And this is where the second Sharvara really comes into play. We have an extra one in deck. We can then overlay Sharvara onto Shyama for a DD Wave High King Kaisar. Oh, and I forgot, obviously, your discard's going to be engraved because of a bow. We're then going to equip the sequence to the Desiree, and then an end phase. It's end phase, right? Yeah, an end phase, a bow comes back, and we end on a bow who, if you have another card, you can pop or use her to layer an end board. We've got a protected Desiree. We've got Kaiser set up. We've got Unchained, we've got Abominable Chamber of the Unchained to bring back Rage on your opponent's turn. So this is like basically the best possible end board you could have with Rage, Kaiser, Desiree, and a bow. And obviously, if you use a bow twice, you are going to end up using 2 cards. So in this case, you're going to end up with, I think you'll end up with like 1 card left in hand. Okay, and then probably the best combo in the deck, or at least like to go through, just because it doesn't take up your normal summon until pretty late in... Actually, I don't think it ever takes up your normal summon, which is the 1 card engraver line. So this one's pretty really cool. You're going to go engraver, add the tract. Just do regular Fiendsmith stuff. Tract, search Lurie, mandatory special summon Lurie. We're then going to go Requiem, link off Requiem for Lacrima. Lacrima is going to pitch or Foolish a second engraver. Engraver is then going to summon out, shuffling back the Lurie. And then we're going to go right into Sequence, and then Sequence is going to bridge us right into our Unchained engine. And here you could do like 2 different things. You could either shuffle back the Lacrima and the Requiem, or you could shuffle back the Engraver and the Engraver, or any different combination of them. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, if you're playing Fiendsmith in Paradise, you'll do the Lacrima. Or if you want to set it up so that like with follow-up, you can get a Requiem on the field during your opponent's like main phase 2 or something. That allows you to get an extra body on the board. But it's really up to you. Probably the most standard thing to do, and you're also kind of bluffing Paradise this way, is you'll just shuffle the 2 engravers into deck, go into Aerial Eater. Aerial Eater is going to Foolish Sharvara. Sharvara is going to then set Escape of the Unchained. And then we're going to link these 2 off for Yama. Yama is then going to search Aruha. Aruha is then going to pop Escape. Escape is then going to summon out Sarama. Sarama is then going to reset the Escape and pop Aruha. Aruha is then going to summon out Shyama. We're then going to link these 2 off for Unchained Soul of Rage. And then we're just going to pop Sarama to bring out Shyama, and then Sarama effect to special summon out our second Sharvara here. And that was all without using up a single normal summon for the entire turn. Obviously, you could play it differently. And you could also, if you're playing like a little musket package or tour guide, those are just like eating up extra negates for you. Or if you have any way to extend with normal summons, you could always like link off like your Rage and try to go into like a bow or something. But this is like just a standard Unchained end board, except in this case, instead of having Desiree, we have Rage plus Escape, and we have Fiendsmith follow-up Engrave. So you could actually argue this is a better setup, and this is all 1 card combo. All other 4 cards in your hand could literally just be like hand traps, or like an extra, like the other Unchained trap, or like a thrust, Townlands called by Ash, Imperm, whatever. And in addition to that, you've got Rage to link into SP, so you get 1 interruption and then 2 more with SP. You get 2 special summon negates with Kaiser, and you get a pop with Escape. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interruptions that you're getting off this one combo. Another cute thing you can do, if you leave both of the engravers engrave and shuffle back the Lacrima and Requiem instead, you can actually banish the 2 engravers with Aerial Eater to summon itself out. So if you need to go for another rank 6 play, or if like you weren't, like something got ashed or whatever, that's another option you have. But yeah, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'm very much looking forward to playing this deck. I'm kind of 50-50 about whether I'm going to play it at locals this week. But if I do and I have a fun time with it, I'll probably post a deck profile. And yeah, I'd love to see your guys' feedback. And yeah, I guess we'll just see what the format has to bring. So see you in the next one.